Hello, Wake Up New Zealand, Carol Sakey speaking. Well, over this last 2.5 years since I've been speaking out on social media, I have only been taken down once off of social media for a couple of days. And mind you, I think my age and being a female may have helped around that. Um, But I do much research, and I take no notice of mainstream media. I actually go further. I research the UN and the bills in Parliament, World Economic Forum, etc., and spend at least 35 hours a week doing that. So I believe that information shared must be good information, and if anyone says to me that's not quite right, I take that on board and I go further and research. But listening to Vinnie Eastwood today, to hear he has almost been taken down off of YouTube, I believe, and other media outlets. He's still on BitChute and I believe Free American Radio or something, but he has been affected very badly. And I think of him, and he's been around for many, many years, many, many more years than many of us having the courage to speak out. So I take my hat off to him. But when you hear from Vinny that he has been taken down and what's happening to him, you know, for those of us who haven't got that experience around what he has and the outlets, you know that it actually puts us in the risk group of being the next ones to be taken down, to be censored, to be stalked, to be a target of these hate speech laws that are about to come in. We will be told that we had an incitement to, because there's no clear definition of the terms hate speech or hate crime. So by the UN documentation, they say incitement to, and that's been around for a long time, and this has been planned for many years by the UN and member countries, including New Zealand. So I want to take my hat off to Elliot Eagle Eye, also to Damien Dement, to Brad Fluherty, who's really speaking out strongly, and he's very firm in what he says and very clear. I really like Brad and what he says. Also Sarah, Kelvin on Counterspin, Apna TV, Liao, Terry O'Pines, Lee Williams, who has been completely taken down, has lost his job. He has been character assassinated, targeted, and even lost his bank account because he has spoken up, opposed the narrative. And this is what's happening. So likely I am going to be one of those that are taken down. I'm busy working on my own website and trying to make preparations. But once you come down off of Facebook, that's where everyone congregates, a lot of people. People need to start searching other channels and finding out where these speakers are right now so you can keep on top of things. Because if you don't, what will happen is more and more people will be sucked in by the propaganda machine, which is the news media, which is bought out, has been purchased by the socialist, Marxist, communist government, the globalist elite, the philanthropists, the wealthy philanthropists like Gates, etc., has bought out, purchased the propaganda machine nationally and globally. So this video really is to say to you, please, if you have been trusting someone you feel has really put themselves on the line to tell you the truth, like these people I have mentioned, please try and follow them on other channels, because they are still courageously speaking up. Because as Vinny said, once you're an activist and you come from your inner truth and you do all this research, you know, you can't just stop there. You can't stop living your inner truth and telling people what your inner truth is. We don't buy into other people's untruths. So please be aware. I may not have always followed Vinny, but I certainly take my hat off to his courage. Any people, any groups that speak out opposing this narrative we've got right now, this Marxism, socialism, communism, I really do think they're very courageous people, and I thank you. 100, 200, what did I used to say to my kids? 1,000,000 elephants on top of your heads. So I'm going to stay here as long as I possibly can, do what I possibly can, and support those who have been supporting me and supporting and speaking up about these other truth tellers on social media and where they're at, including Vinny Eastwood, because, as I say, he's been around for a long, long time. He's done a lot of hard work and made thousands of videos, and I believe he's lost a lot of his videos from YouTube too. So, yeah, I'm just a baby here when it comes to him, but the hard work is still put in. So people, when people are taken off of social media because they're speaking out, opposing this political narrative, you know they're shutting you down because they don't want you to hear the truth. And that's what it is. But we, the truth tellers, we will not just give up like that. We will keep on spreading the truth. And I was very surprised today that my numbers on social media, Facebook, have gone up. And I think I have about 4 more people to make 5,000, and then they say that's it. So I'm going to have to look back and see who has been adding thoughts and posts and all sorts, see who's doing what reactions I've been getting. So the more people I get on, I'm just going to have to drop 1 or 2 that haven't been around for a very long time and just bring more people on board. So I'll see how I go with that, because yet I'm just be seeing whether I'm going to be taken down or not. So I'm no different from anyone else. So please share, and bear thought for Vinny Eastwood and all his hard work and how he's been affected by this. And doesn't matter who it is who speaks up freely, whether I know them or not, whether I like them or not, whether I agree with them or not, they still have a right to speak up freely so that we can make our own mind up as to whether we want to believe them or trust them or not. So today, after hearing Vinny, I'm thinking about him, and I wish him all the best, and I'm glad he's got other outlets that he can use, like BitChute, American Free Radio, etc. So, yes, people, we are being severely censored, and it's all about controlling the people, being sucked in to the political narrative of socialism, Marxism, communism, and that's what it's about. So I ask you to share this video and to follow all the truth tellers out there, the ones I've mentioned, because they all are truthful. They are honest people. They have Christian values and morals and beliefs, and they're family people. They're family people. They have their hearts in the right places, and they speak their inner truth, and put themselves on the line to let you know what it is. Thank you. Please share, 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 and subscribe.